Yes. Welcome back, Clemaniacs. All hail. Yes. Wow. Rush getting us started here on this Tostitos Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, Tamale Tuesday, whatever you want to call it. Is it a Tuesday like none other? I don't know. It's trade deadline Tuesday. A lot of action going on. We'll cover a little bit of that. It's beautiful weather out there Tuesday. It's the last Tuesday before I go on vacation show Tuesday, and it is another edition of the Clem and the PM. Yes. The spirit of radio. I love that tune. One of the staples. Rush got many hits. One of the staples of all their concerts, the spirit of radio. You know, when FM radio became a business, you know, it used to just be you played a good records, people call in, yeah, I want to hear that song, I heard it last night at 8 o'clock, oh, that was Rush, can you play it again? People would call into the stations. You remember that you remember those days. But then all of a sudden it's like, here, can we pay you to play this song? You know, it's we can't really get it on the air, so we'll pay you some money to play it. All hail Kung Fu Panda checking in, and Finn is back in the house. What's up, Finn? You hear your name on the radio, Finn? It's Uncle Clemmy in the house. Yes, Finn is back. So yeah, they used to pay the payola. Oh, here the record executives want you to play this record. They'll send you on a cruise to Hawaii. Make sure your DJs play it. You know, they give it to the program director. And it's like, they all of a sudden became commercialized and monetized radio. So the spirit of radio, the true spirit of radio is what we do here. Talking, entertaining, pretty much commercial free because we don't have a lot of advertisers. Although, advertisers jumping on board. I know what you're saying. When you came into Clemville today, you noticed the picket fences were nice, bright, and white. Of course they were. Of course they were. Brian's Painting is cleaning up Clemville, and you see it firsthand. Obviously, this is imaginary, so you have to pretend with me. You see it firsthand. All the picket fences were repainted, white, beautiful job, and that's what you expect from someone with 53 years in the business. That's right, Brian's Painting. And, I don't know what he calls his moving thing. It's like Muscle Man, He-Man. I mean, Brian's a big dude. He's like a linebacker guy. You wouldn't guess for a second he's 67 years old. I mean, the dude is like built like a tank. Him and his guys, besides doing quality painting, which, again, you see the picket fences. Next, we're going to be doing all the benches in Clemville. A lot of benches by the parks. So the benches will be done next. It's going to be beautiful. Brian's Painting, a name you can trust, reliability, quality that comes with 53 years of being in business. You don't stay in business for 53 years and not have the reputation as a great, honorable businessman, which Brian is. 845-624-3089, 845-624-3089. And as always, you tell them, beautiful job in Clemville, and that's where we heard you on the Clem Show. So, it is a beautiful Tuesday. I am ready to rock and roll. Today at 4:20, we're going to have Jason Walker. Jason Walker is the head coach for the New York Bears. They're a semi-amateur, backyard, professional, not to be, almost never football team. I'm not exactly sure what league they're in. I don't know. All I know is James called me up. He's like, yo, listen, COVID's over. We're back on the fields. We got some great Saturday night entertainment. It's like, something like going to Boulders and watching our New York Boulders, going over to Clover Stadium and watching our New York Boulders. You're going to get some great entertainment at a great price. Fun night for the family. And that's what the New York Bears are offering us. So at 4:20, we're going to talk to Jason Walker, who, again, is the head coach. He'll give us an insight, not just with the team, the league, but also how we can attend, the games. I mean, listen, you got nothing else going on a Saturday night. You're craving for some football. Why not check out some hungry guys doing that thing, hitting it between the pads? Oh, it's the NFL, by the way, putting pads on. Time to put the pads. It's almost time to start the season. Ooh, football season. The thing with football, it's short. It's only it's 17 games. It's quick. It's not like baseball going on forever. Basketball, it's quick. Football. Oh my God, I can't wait. Cannot wait. So anyway, it is Tuesday. Thursday will be my last day here. Friday I'm going away on vacation. All next week I'll be out. Taking the family on some cruise, Royal Caribbean cruise line. I'm not sure where. So somewhere with nice waters, nice sand, nice people, nice town you get off of. You do a little shopping, you get back on the boat, you move on your merry way. I'm looking forward to that. Part of recharging, rekindling, getting refocused. The fall season is almost upon us. I can sniff it. It smells good. It smells real good. It smells like it's gonna be crazy busy. So I gotta get a little bit of rest in beforehand, get charged up, and all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose and totally hits the fan. Kevin, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good. Just paying attention right now to see if any other crazy deals go on in the major leagues today. But yeah, it's a good day. Sun's out, and I'm sitting in this chair and doing this, so I'm feeling pretty blessed right now.
Right. It's a good day if you're a Padres fan.
It's a very good day if you're a Padres fan. Yes, Juan Soto is headed over there, and. I honestly think that DeGrom might pitch a no-hitter tonight.
Yeah, with
the Nats have no one left.
Yeah, with the guys that left, absolutely. Good game for Jacob to come back. Where there's a little shaking up going on over there. Padres are going to be serious. They were okay to begin with. Now they've added some bat to their team. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
And I'm really interested to see what, because Eric Hosmer was holding up the deal. He nixed the deal, but the deal would still go through anyways. And instead, the Padres traded Hosmer to the Red Sox. So it'll be interesting to see what they got in return for Hosmer.
Wow, that's funny that they sent him over to the Red Sox. And, the Red Sox, a worse team right now than pretty much anybody in the league, just about. Although, they can turn it around quickly. You give them 2 or 3 years, and the Red Sox can come back and win a World Series. But basically, they're saying, all right, listen, you want to screw the deal up for us? Although, I'd rather go to Boston than to Washington. Washington is definitely the killer of careers. But Boston this year, not that much better. But Boston has the ability to turn it around, which they always find a way to do.
You think about it. They had Max Scherzer. They had they got Strasburg still, but then you think of Bryce Harper and Juan Soto, and all those guys are now gone. It's unbelievable.
It really is. It's crazy that we're all on the Nationals. All right. So anyway, for us Met fans, when's the deadline? 4:00?
I believe it's 6, but let me double check that.
All right. Well, listen, we're sitting here. We need some relief. I'd like a right-handed stick. We have a great team. We've proved that time and time again. But I don't believe we have a World Series winning caliber. We can get lucky and win a World Series with this team. I just don't see it happening. We need a few more pieces. It's like a jigsaw puzzle.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. It's like, where's those? We're missing 2 pieces. We just spent 18 hours on this thing. Where the hell are those 2 pieces? So that's where I'm feeling with the Mets. We need a couple of pieces, and to solidify the group and get us to where we need to be, which is back to a World Series. All right, so 6 o'clock. We'll be out of here at 5. Hopefully some action happens before then. That last hour, if nothing goes on from now to 5, that last hour, I will be biting my nails anxiously, waiting to see if anything gets done. I'm watching the Mets, but I'm also watching the Braves. The Padres are stacked. The Padres are stacked. They really are. They're a good team. They really are a team that worries me. They're not gonna win the division, but they're gonna get it as a wild card, and that's all they need is to get to the dance. Once you get to the dance, it's you have a chance to win it all. So we'll see what happens. All right.
By the way, the Blue Jays are talking to the Angels about Noah Syndergaard and Raciel Iglesias. So that should be interesting.
No relation to Julio Iglesias, I don't think, but nonetheless, Syndergaard stinks. I can imagine him with the Mets being Thor, getting caught up in that whole thing and not really focusing in on the talent that he had and the potential that was, that was there. So he, to me, is, I don't want to say a scrub because anyone who makes it to the major leagues is not a scrub, but I mean, he's one team away from being a forgotten has-been. So we'll see what happens with Noah Syndergaard. Thor. Do they still call him Thor in California, in Los Angeles?
It probably started out that way, but I can't imagine. Well, I imagine they have other four-letter words for him.
Yeah, Sore. I mean, I probably call him Whore. He spelled with H-O-R-E. Forget to drop the W, silent W. I mean, yeah, no doubt. Syndergaard is not a fan favorite for a couple of reasons. One is he stinks. He's not living up to, you think the potential that he has. And two is he's just his attitude. He carries himself like he's an A pitcher. Like, he's a number one in the rotation type of guy, which he's not. So I heard he was coming back to the city, maybe going to the Yankees. I was excited about that. I was really hoping we would hear that the Yankees got Syndergaard. Although
I think if the Yankees were to make that trade, I'm pretty sure there's some Yankee fans that would make their way up to 161 and River just to block them from getting into the stadium.
I don't doubt that. All right, boys and girls, you're getting your therapy. You're going to start to feel that warm sensation. Like I said, it's territorial. Certain spots, it just hits that spot. Get that warm, fuzzy feeling all over. You know you're in Clemville. Tuesday, we got Wednesday, we've got Thursday. Friday, I won't be here, but that doesn't mean you're not going to get great radio. You got the good, a little break, and then the doo-wop Dream Machine will take over the reins at 5 o'clock, Bryan Avenue Bob. Yes. All right. I will actually scratch my finger. I had to break my window today. I was so pissed. Look on the YouTube, you see, like I got that cut there. That was glass. It was like one of those non-breakable windows made out of rubber. It's crazy. I was smacking it with a drill gun that I used just to clean a chimney. I kept the air conditioner on, closed the doors. I went to open it, and the thing was locked. I'm like, damn, I don't have time to call a locksmith, so I just smashed the window. Last time I did that, it was like $100. I thought it'd be a lot more, like $300, $400. It was like $130, $40 for the window. So I said, whatever. I'll make out ahead on this job, a couple dollars, no big deal. So I broke the window, and I was smashing. First, I figured I'd smash it with like a backhand fist. Bap! I'll just break it. It didn't break. I'll hit it again. Punched it. It didn't break. I'm like, damn, I don't want to punch it really hard. And so I took the drill. I started smashing it with the drill. People are coming out of the condo complex looking at me. I'm like, no, this is my van. Don't worry. It's Pete's chimney. I'm at your neighbor's house. I'm not breaking into this van. My keys are in there. Oh, would you like what'd you say? What are they? A coat hanger? I'm like, nah. I'm like, I don't really have time to do that either. I call my boy Kenny. He used to break into cars. I get him over here, but I can't. I got to be somewhere by 3. I got to be on the radio. So I broke the window. I got to go get a new window. It's always something in this world. All right, we'll take a quick break, pay some commercials, and pay some bills with the commercials. And when we get back, we'll continue that ride here on the Clem train. Woo!
If you or a loved one has a disability or chronic illness that requires care at home, Bridges can help. A consumer-directed home care program allows a friend or a relative to provide the care you need. Bridges is dedicated to building and empowering people to be in charge of their own personal care and their life. For more information, visit www.bridgesrc.org or call 845-624-1366.
Looking for a job that pays well with flexible hours? We have immediate openings for experienced scuba drivers in Rockland County. We also train new drivers. Want to learn more? Call Chestnut Ridge today at 845-356-2200 or visit chestnutridgetransportation.com. Ask about our special sign-on bonus, starting salaries of more than $20 an hour, and 401k plans with matching funds. That's 845-356-2200. Retirees are always welcome.
Running out of faith? Then stop by for a service. Don't forget to tune in to Faith Unscripted, a brand new show dealing with the big questions about God, faith, and you. Hosted by Clarkstown Reformed Church's own Pastor Rich. Every Tuesday at 10 a.m. only on WRCR, AM 1700.
Did you know that the Historical Society of Rockland County has a history show right here on WRCR? Hi, I'm Claire Sheridan from the Historical Society of Rockland County. Join me every third Monday of the month, right after the Jeff and Will Morning Show, when we'll explore and learn about the rich history of Rockland County with different topics and guest speakers every month. That's the third Monday of every month at 9:30 a.m., sponsored by the Historical Society of Rockland County. Visit our website at rocklandhistory.org to learn more about our events, programs, and membership. That's rocklandhistory.org, or call us at 845-634-9629. That's rocklandhistory.org, or 845-634-9629.
I am not an animal. I am a human being.
I am. All right? Remember that. People call me an animal. How dare they? How dare this lady give me a 1-star review? I got to think today. You got a 1-star review. I'm like, oh, God, here we go. Let me read this corny crap. Yeah, I made an appointment with Pete. He never showed up, didn't call. I texted him numerous times, called, never got back to me. How rude. I wouldn't recommend him. Right away, I said, listen, this is not my MO. Read my reviews. I said, come on now. You must be calling the wrong company, or this is a BS review. Text me right now on this date and time. I'm responding to you, and I will come over immediately. About an hour later, is this Pete's Chimney? Yes. Well, this is the lady who wrote the review. It wasn't a BS review. I go, I didn't receive any text messages saying I missed an appointment, because I don't miss appointments. If I do, I call people. She sends me a text thread that says I'll be at her house. And I open a thread and it says her name and address. So immediately, because I was in my office, I've been working my office stuff, I pull the file, I send it to her within a second. I go, look, I was at your house. Ah! Take that! Touche! Woo! All hail the king! I said, I was at your house. Your husband called for an estimate. An estimate. He wanted an estimate on a chimney cleaning. He didn't want it done. He wanted an estimate on a chimney cleaning and a repair. I went by there. It's a slate house. I left you a note. Here's the note. I left you the yellow copy in your mailbox. Hey, touche! And she goes, you didn't knock on the door. I said, no, because your husband said he needed an estimate. So I told him I'd be there between 9 and 11. Why would we have to wait around if it was just an estimate? I said, I don't know. I didn't tell you to wait around. I just said I would be there between 9 and 11 for the courtesy in case you have a camera and someone's all of a sudden on your roof, the alarm, dogs, whatever, kids are home with the babysitter. I said, but I was there. I was there. Huh? And you're full of crap, you lying sack of... I'm burning in hell right now. She's lying. She didn't text me numerous. See, that's where her thing was BS. She texted me numerous times. You did not text me, not even one. Your husband made the appointment. I went there like I said I would, and I did what I did. Yeah, I could have knocked on the door, but it was an estimate. Normally people say, I'd like my chimney cleaned. Okay. Well, if you like your chimney cleaned, I'm not going to drive by your house. You ding-dong. You said you needed an estimate. With estimates, I'm like Zorro. I come on my horse and I leave my Z, zzz, but instead it's a P, Chimney Pete, and I'm gone. And I get you the estimate later like I told your husband. But still, sitting there with a 1-star review, you lying sack of doodle. You didn't text me twice. All right, I don't know. Something going on, Dave. Dr. Dave Bundy, MD. My screen is a little wiggly. So, yeah, that's how my day started. You got a 1-star review. And, you know, if I earned it, I'd be the first to say, okay, you know what? I earned this review. I deserve to get a 1-star review. I didn't do what I said I would do. I wasn't stand up. So give me the 1-star review. I'll take it like a man. But no. I bet it's, you know, they don't send you thing, oh, your review's been removed. No. You got that one. I'm going to have to go copy and paste our thread, put it up on a thing to show people, hey, I was at her house. Yeah, there was a misunderstanding. That ain't worthy of a 1-star review. I should be able to write you a 1-star review. Mrs. Jenny Jones, I give her a 1-star review because she's a ding-dong. I was at her house, and she wrote a 1-star review saying I wasn't. That's what I'm saying. That's what I hate about these review things. You know, I don't mind someone writing a review, and especially if it's the truth. But this is not true. Come on now. You need to go back and either re-edit it or, you know, erase it completely. But I'm not going to worry about it. You know why? Back in the day, I'd worry about it. I'd ponder it. I'd even find her address and go throw eggs at her house. But this is a new me. I could change. I'm not a leopard. My stripes are different. They're shorter and missing a lot of hair. But I've changed, so I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to let her 1-star review bother me, and people who read that review will obviously read others and see that there's no way this guy, everybody says the same thing. I called Pete, he came, he showed, he called. That's what I do. All hail the king. Thank you. But that's the problem with the world today. People just entitled. They're entitled. They want. You know, they want to get. And they want to be able to voice their opinion. Nobody listened to her. I'm telling you, she was in school. Nobody cared about her. I mean, people just passed her by. But now, she wants to be heard by the world. So write me a 1-star review. Cocky. Absolute cocky. Anyway, this is a pretty sad story. I'll tell you why. I'm a dog lover. Now, this happens quite often. I see these stories quite often, but this one sticks out. Now, I often say it's not the dog, it's the dog owner that makes the dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a dog, I don't care if it's a poodle. You could raise a poodle to be a killer. Now, could a poodle kill people? I mean, it could jump in the air and jump on someone's head and try to bite it. But you could throw a poodle into the wall and put it out of its misery. But what I'm saying is you can train a poodle to be nasty, an attack dog, a nasty dog. You could train a Rottweiler to be that way. Or you could train a Rottweiler to be a big mush. Believe me, I had Tyson and Grant. They were big mushes. Now, obviously, if you attempted to do something that you shouldn't, they would, with my command, I would say, "Huzza!" And they would sit down. Okay. It would take them sometimes a couple times, but they would get it. And then people would be like, uh-oh, wow, these dogs are trained. That's really all they knew. I mean, they would sit in a spot forever, but they weren't really attack dogs, but they would sit down and look at you, make it seem like they were. But sometimes dogs, they're trained, they're in an environment, nature and nurture, you know the whole science behind that. It works for dogs also. Dogs are trained, or they're just bred, they're raised to be killers. Now a 70-year-old woman was being dragged by her family's pit bull when her husband came home, saw what was going on, tried to intervene, could not, called the police. They came. By the time they came, I mean, her face, everything. She was just a mangled mess. Imagine that, man. I mean, your wife is getting mangled up and there's nothing you could do. You can go at these dogs with a bat. I mean, they're crazy. And I mean, you see a dog all bleeding. Like, I mean, you're gonna be next. So they called the police. The police came. The dog charged at the police. They shot the dog. The dog died, as did the lady. Now, her stepson, who was recently killed in a motorcycle crash, that was his dog. So when he was killed, she assumed the responsibility of the dog, thinking that it's my stepson's dog. I'll be okay because the dog knows me. The dog's been around me. But truth be told, I don't really know what would make a dog attack someone, except for the fact that, I mean, they must be some sort of satanic dog, because they were around people who made it like that. I don't think I'm not a pit bull guy. I'm scared of pit bulls. I heard people, oh, beautiful pit bulls, my pit bull, he's friendly. I'm always pet. Whenever you say pit bull, all of a sudden, like the hair on my back, and there's a lot of it. It stands up straight. I look like a porcupine all of a sudden. Crazy. So, I mean, I hear pit bull, I get petrified just because, I mean, you hear all these stories, but I truly don't believe it's the dog. I believe it's the people. And then, I don't know, it's just a sad story that 70 years old, I mean, she's still got the twilight years ahead of her. And what a way to go. I mean, being mauled by a dog. When I go, I want it to be quick. However I go, like if I don't wake up in my sleep, something quick. Just kill me quickly. Like don't drag it on. I don't want that long, type, and that something like that. I mean, painful, agonizing, terrorizing, just brutal. Very sad, very sad. Mike from the Valley checking in. Special Agent 008. I seen poodle. He says he hasn't seen a poodle in 30 years. I've seen poodles. I see a lot of dogs. I love dogs. Maybe when I retire, I'm gonna do something like with a dog kennel. I think so. Like like having like a dog camp. I love dogs. They're so much better than people. I mean, they really are. I go to so many houses and I get to meet so many dogs. Today I met a miniature golden doodle. The thing was the size of my foot. All right, that's a lie. The size of my head. A little bigger than my head. Well, my head is big, especially when I talk about myself. But this thing was tiny. I said, what kind of dog is that? He goes, it's a golden doodle. I go, no way. I got a golden doodle 400 times the size of that bad boy. He's like, no, that's a miniature golden doodle. I'm like, oh, my God. Does it get any bigger? He's like, no. I'm like, I can't even send a picture to my wife. She'll want one. Maybe for her 50th birthday, I'll get her a miniature golden doodle. I mean, looks like Sammy, but like was shrunk down, like he had a little gun. And Sammy just like reduced his size. Crazy. Crazy. You know what's crazy also? Being in business for 53 years. Brian's painting, I mean, you're talking about dependability, reliability. Let's just say you came home. Painting is, see, this is why I never went into painting. Because painting's the type of thing, someone comes home, they're like, oh, I see some streaks, I see this, it doesn't match the color that I picked, whatever. It's just, I don't know, it's not for me. But Brian's the type of guy, he comes back, he resolves the problem. If you even want to call it a problem, maybe it was just a difference of opinion, or maybe it was just a difference of the way you saw something, or it was just a bullet point. You wanted to go over it, hey, Brian, can you come back? He does. You know why I know that? Because I've dealt with him over the years. Not 53 years. Now, when Brian opened his business, I was just the sperm. I'm 52. I was just floating around, minding my business, just loving life. I got no bills to pay. I got no kids. I got no responsibilities. I'm just floating up the river every day, looking for an opening. That's all. So he's been in business for 53 years. Do you understand? 53. He's a hustler. Started this business in his teens, going around painting mailboxes, painting fences, and now he's painting fences in Clemville, and he could paint your house also. Oliver checking in. He'll be giving us updates through the next hour and a half. If anything happens, we'll hear it from Oliver, and of course Kevin is on the loop also. But Brian's painting, we're welcoming him to the family of advertisers. He is the official painter of the Clem and the PM. They'll be touching up Clemville little by little. I mean, he's very busy, so he can only do so much. As you see, the picket fences were done, and beautiful white. I think I call that, is that fluorescent white or is that bright white? I'm not exactly sure, but they look marvelous. All right, so Brian's painting for you and for those of you in Rockland, 845-624-3089, 845-624-3089. Franny, I just got a message from Kevin. I didn't know you weren't feeling well. Wow, okay, I hope everybody, let's Klembaya, all right? Gather around, everybody gather around the campfire. I didn't say step into the fire. I said gather around the campfire, you idiot. Get out of here. You almost lit everybody up. Forget it, leave, go. Guy steps in the campfire. Crazy. All right, anyway, let's gather around the campfire. Let's hold hands and let's Klembaya for Franny. Lord, Klembaya. Franny's not feeling well. I don't know what's going on. But I know this. You work in miraculous ways. You perform miracles, and if you could perform a healing miracle, I would appreciate that. Klembaya. Franny, Godspeed on your recovery. Whatever is ailing you, may it be sent to Bryan Avenue Bob. Because we must pass it on. We can't just alleviate it. We must pass it on to someone else. So he was the first person I thought of. I'm only kidding. Let's get rid of all illness, all pain, all suffering. Klembaya, my Lord, Klembaya.
Shut out last year due to lack of inventory, West Rock has spas and above-ground pools for immediate delivery. Don't get shut out again. Trucks are rolling in with your spa and above-ground pools, so you can enjoy an at-home backyard vacation. Hot tubs are wonderful for stress relief, aches and pains, and relaxation. Every home should have one. West Rock Pool and Spa has them in stock now. WestRockPools.com.
You know, Franny, I hope you feel better, sweetie. Again, whatever's ailing you, I hope you feel better real soon. Klembaya, Klembaya. If anybody needs a healing prayer, just call in, let me know. Pete at WRCR.com. Send me an email. I'll take care of it. So,
Hey, Pete?
Yeah, Kev.
Yeah, you know who else isn't feeling well right now?
Who?
Luke Voigt.
Why?
Because Luke Voigt is now going to the Nationals instead of Hosmer. So, not a good day for Luke Voigt.
Wow. Well, you know, listen, the Nationals aren't good now. I mean, will they be good in the next few years? Who knows? But, you know, listen, a guy has an opportunity to go to another team, showcase, and maybe, you know, at the end of his contract or prior, you know, move on. Maybe say, listen, can you move me out of here? Whatever. But, yeah, he ain't a happy camper. I'm still waiting. I need some more news from Uncle Stevie. I'm a little bit. I mean, we got better, but we didn't get championship better. I need to feel as if we're getting championship better with the moves we're making. All right, talk about moves. We're gonna go to commercial. We're gonna make a move. We're gonna pay the bills, and we're gonna be back here getting some more of that radiotherapy. This is Clem. All hail. Woo!
If you're looking for a quality education, Dominican College offers the benefits of a broad-based liberal arts education while developing the skills you'll need to advance your career through a variety of graduate and undergraduate degree programs. And because Dominican College is just a short drive to New York City, you'll enjoy easy access to all the outstanding cultural and educational resources of the city. For more info, call 866-4DC-INFO or visit dc.edu. That's dc.edu. Dominican College, Orangeburg, New York. Achievement every day.
Medicare can be confusing. Piles of mail, all those TV of your Medicare needs. Whether you're turning 65 or getting ready to retire, Mark Brownstein and his team are dead. Consultation. 1220 or visit www.emeraldsmedicare.com to sign up for one of his free monthly educational webinars. That's 845-358-1220. Call today.
Buying a home is one of the largest investments you'll ever make in a lifetime. Not sure how much money to put down, what budget to set for buying a home, how to pre-qualify for your mortgage. Join Ann Zeilengold every Thursday at 7:15 a.m. on Mortgage Matters, where Ann will answer your questions and give you tips about the mortgage process. Ann Zeilengold is Vice President of FM Home Loans and has over 27 years' experience specializing in residential mortgages. Don't miss the show every Thursday morning at 7:15 right here on WRCR AM 1700, Radio Unscripted, and WRCR.com. Visit Ann at her website, annzeilengold.com, or call 354-9700. That's 354-9700.
Greetings. Are you 55 years of age or older and spend your time being bored at home, watching Family Feud, and planning your next doctor's visit? All that stops now. The Foster Grandparents Program with Head Start of Rockland is recruiting income-eligible adults to serve as mentors and tutors for children in our community that need your help. We currently serve children ages 2 to middle school aged in schools and Head Starts all throughout Rockland County. Never worked with children before? Well, don't you worry. Every month we offer training to our volunteers. In addition, there are other benefits like free meals, transportation, and an hourly tax-free stipend. That's right, tax-free. Foster grandparents also participate in fun events like trips to the movies, restaurants, dinner theaters, and much more. All expenses paid by us. What are you waiting for? Stop hesitating and call us now. 845-429-4122. Again, that's 845-429-4122.
Yes, I love that tune. I love that tune. I love that movie. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Spicoli, one of my favorite characters of all time in any movie. Absolutely, yes, all hail. So we are back here at Clemville, 845-429 1700. Let me learn how to talk.
1700.
429 1700. Of course, if you're in the sun, you would say 1700. So that is the number to call in if you want to call in and say something. You know, I'm missing. I haven't heard from Transistor for quite some time. I know the summer hours throws people off and whatnot. You know, there were some days when we got, cut off. But hopefully we'll hear from her, Transistor, and Battery John. Yes.
Hey, Pete, to make up for that, how about Kung Fu and Finn?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Kung Fu's always around, and Finn is back in town. Kung Fu, how are you?
I'm great. Now that Finn's back in town.
Of course. It's always good when the grandkids around.
Oh, say hi, P. Give me a kiss.
Finn.
Say hi.
Hi, Finn.
Say hi for them.
How old is Finn now? How old is Finn?
He's going to be 16 months on
16 months?
Can you believe it? Yeah.
So obviously he's pretty much running around now, making you catch him pretty much every second of the day, I'm sure.
Yeah. Every single day, running around like a crazy man. Say hi, Pete. The gum? Hey.
Hello, little guy. You're on the radio. So, how do you think the terrible twos are going to be with Finn? Are they going to be as bad as people say, or do you think? Finn's going to be. No, he's going to be fine.
He's so sweet. He's so sweet. He's not going to be terrible twos. I don't think. He's very sweet. He really is.
Good. I'm glad he's back in town. I'm glad you're happy, Finn, my man. All right, listen. What else you got for me?
Here we go. Up. Hey, put down.
Here, Finn. Say hi to Finn. Say hi to Wilbur.
What?
You want? Wilbur wants to say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
All right, Kung Fu. Anything else? All right. We're gonna go. Say, Finn. Say goodbye to everybody. Finn is.
I think we're losing you there.
Finn is our youngest listener. All the love, Kung Fu. All the love, Finn. He's our youngest listener here in Clemville, and growing up in front of our eyes. That is Kung Fu and her grandson, Finn Fu.
Hey, Pete.
Yeah.
Philadelphia Phillies get David Robertson.
Oh, wow. We could have used him.
We could have used him, too.
Oh, man, that was a name that I really wanted. Okay, so the Phillies, they're making moves. What's up with Uncle Stevie? Is he on vacation, not realizing that the deadline is only a few hours away?
No, actually, it looks like the Mets have made a trade. Hold on.
All right. Don't tell me it's one of these Wilpon trades, honestly, like you blow a fart, that's bigger news than the Wilpon trades. Yeah, tell me, please.
So the Mets are acquiring Darren Ruff from the San Francisco Giants for J.D. Davis and prospects.
Okay, tell me about Ruff. I don't know much about Ruff.
Let's see. Ruff had an 886 OPS versus left-handed hitters. J.D. Davis, I guess, had a 660 OPS against lefties. It looks like it's more of a platoon.
Right, I know what J.D. Davis was doing, but so this guy, what position player is he?
Let me find out for you.
All right. Listen, I'm going to play another tune here. I love this song.
First base.
What is it?
First base.
First base. All right. First base. What do I know? I thought Pete Alonso plays first base.
He also plays left field. I honestly think it's going to be a platoon situation with Darren Ruff.
Right. All right.
He's 36.
All right. Wow. All right. Wow. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, wow. Holy moly, we're going to the championships. All right, I'm going to play a tune, and then we'll be back to wrap up the first hour here in CLEMVILLE. Yeah, so keep us together. The Chains. I love that tune. Need a little bit of break right there. Nothing like Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac. Love Fleetwood Mac. Real good band. I think a little underrated, honestly. Just in my opinion, I just don't know if they get the recognition that they rightfully deserve, just in my humble opinion. And I'm not really much of a music aficionado, but Fleetwood Mac, definitely a good band right there. All right, so as we come to the end of the first hour, it's not the end, friends, don't worry. That's the next hour. You'll deal with that later. This is just the temporary end. We'll be back in a little bit, top of the hour. Before we do,
a message from West Rock Pool and Spa. Manufacturers' inventories are depleted, and shortages will last into next year. Don't get shut out again. We have above ground or semi-in-ground pools in stock to ensure you have yours for this season. Don't wait or hesitate. West Rock is here to make your stay-at-home vacation great. No interest financing and layaway plans available. Call West Rock Pool and Spa today. Don't miss out. WestRockPools.com.
They still have plenty of above ground pools. If in fact you're looking for an above ground pool, I mean, they can get you put on the schedule for in ground. Those things take so long though, between the digging, permits, this, that, whatever. But above ground pool, they've got them. Go on over, stop by Middletown Road and 59, right in the heart of Nanuet, behind the Chipotle and Shake Shack Shopping Center. West Rock Pool and Spa. You can't miss them. Talk about another company that's been in business since I was a sperm. Over 50 years strong, West Rock Pool and Spa. Wow. So we've got Franny not feeling well. I've got a buddy who's not feeling well. I just saw on a Facebook post. I'm not sure if it's the COVID or not. We're going tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. to take our COVID tests prior to the cruise. Obviously, if you have COVID, you can't get on the cruise. I'll say, listen, now you only have to, quarantine for 2 days now. So is there any way you can put me on like a little raft, tug me behind for 2 days, just throw me, a couple of pieces of food here and there and a 6-pack of beer and just tug me and like when we get to the first port, I'll be able to jump on board. I'll be COVID clear if in fact I come up positive. I'm a little nervous. I mean, I got 6 people. It's like, okay, if I was just going on a cruise myself, I wouldn't be worried. I mean, what's the chance of me just having COVID? And it's slim to none. But then all of a sudden, 6 people in your family, I didn't get the insurance. That's what happened. I didn't get the insurance this time around. So, God forbid one of us have COVID. I mean, only 5 of us will be going. One person's going to be out of luck. But all I'm saying is pray for us tomorrow. Pray that no one comes back with a positive score. Oh, I hate that thing. They stick it up your nose. Sometimes they just rub your nostrils, like a nice nasal massage. It's like someone tickling the inside of your nose. And sometimes they just jam your brain. They want to puncture the inside of your head. All right, top of the hour. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Woo!
AM 1700 WRCR Haverstraw.
Every patient deserves the highest quality, least invasive diagnostic imaging possible. From breast health to cardiac care, joint replacement to multiple sclerosis care, and stroke to trauma care, Montefiore Nyack Hospital provides innovative, low-dose radiation options for all patients, including children. You see, we have an image to keep up. Learn more about the services we provide at our Diagnostics Imaging Center. Visit montefiorenyack.org/picture more.
Do you know someone with Parkinson's? Spread the word and join us on Sunday, August 14th from 3:30 to 6 p.m. for our Wellness Expo at the Crown Plaza Hotel. You'll have the opportunity to talk with top doctors, get to know our hospital systems, learn about medications, nutrition, voice, and physical therapy. Dedicate a breath for our Path of Hope at the Clover Stadium. Come enjoy refreshments and join amazing physicians at our roundtable discussion at the Parkinson's Wellness Project Expo, August 14th. Join us. Register at parkinsonswellnessproject.org.
This is Naomi Stryker at Q Home Sales. Are you looking to buy or rent? We can help.
Please call me for a free consultation and we will get the process started by identifying what your needs are in order to help you better with your search. You can be assured that we will give you professional service and guidance throughout the process. The goal is to find you what you need and want, hassle-free. Call me, Naomi Stryker, at Q Home Sales at 845-364-0007. 845-364-0007. And let's get you started on your move.
Summer is here.
That's right, summer is here. And you know what that means. Hi, everybody. This is Bryant Avenue Bob Trevera with a special announcement. The Do Up Dream Machine Show will be moving to its summertime slot, 5 to 7 p.m. every Friday night, right here on WRCR 1700 and streaming live on WRCR.com. I'll play the great songs you know and love, as well as take your phone calls, dedications, and song requests. You say it, and I'll play it. I'll be brought to you by Rick's Club American in Congers, New York, 845-268-8787. So join me every Friday night from 5 to 7 p.m. for some cool music on a hot summer night, right here on 1700 WRCR and streaming live on WRCR.com.
Education changed lives. It changed my life. It created so many opportunities for me. I went to a small private college, just like Stack, and it allowed me to find out who I am and how I can give back to others.
St. Thomas Aquinas College helped me make my mark in the world as a leader and to stand up for my dreams and for what I believe in. They helped me create the career that I have today.
We see our students as not only those that we educate, but those that we partner with on this journey through their education here at the institution.
What I enjoy most about being a Spartan is the community here. Everyone here is so welcoming, and it makes me feel like I'm right at home.
At the end of the day, I want these to be the best 4 years of their lives.
Welcome back, Clemaniacs. This is Kevin Thomas, and you're listening to the second hour of Clem in the PM. Here's your host, Pete Clem.
minutes. Wow. 8 minutes and 48 seconds of the great Curtis Mayfield right there. Move on up, all the way up. I mean, they got the short version. I don't want you moving halfway up the ladder. I might as well give you the extended version. Move all the way on up. Curtis Mayfield setting the tone here. Yes. Anyway, coming up in a few minutes, about 4:20, we will be hearing from Jason Walker, the head coach of the New York Bears, who play in the EFA, the Elite Football Alliance. I run good routes, man. I'm telling you, I run a good route. I'm wondering if they're looking for a receiver. I know I don't look like a receiver, but neither did, who? Krebet didn't look like a receiver. What's his name? He don't look like a receiver. Believe me, I got receiver skills. I can go for that deep pass. I got the routes down like nobody. Believe me. So we'll talk to Jason Walker, head coach of the Bears, coming up in a few after the 4:20 break. If it's your birthday today, we wish you a very, very happy birthday. We're going to go through this quickly. I want a birthday filled with health. That's first and foremost. My buddy just had surgery, got a colostomy bag. They say it's not permanent. But, who wants to live with a colostomy bag? But they had to do it. They had to take out a lot of his guts and whatnot. Granny not feeling well, you know what I'm saying? We want health, especially on your birthday. So I wish you health, love, joy, Carvel cake, materialistic stuff, whatever. But health first and foremost. You share your birthday with, let's see. Huh. Wow. Huh. Kristaps Porzingis, you remember him. He was going to be the savior for the Knicks, and then they shipped him off to Dallas, and they realized he stunk, so they got rid of him. All I got is Kristaps Porzingis right now. That's it. All right, so not missing much of nothing. What national day is it today? My wife said I missed yesterday. It was National Yorkie Day. I said it wasn't on my list. Sometimes they're not on. Just like Billy Squire wasn't on Famous Birthdays. How could he not be? My Yorkie, it wasn't National York. Today it says National. Oh, my God. I love the ice cream sandwich. One of my favorite things ever. The ice cream sandwich. I could eat 20 ice cream sandwiches. I mean, I'll have diarrhea all day the next day and probably the day after, but I could eat a case of ice cream sandwiches. They're just soft. They melt in your mouth. The chocolate sticks on your finger. It's like better than chicken. It's more finger licking good than the chicken. Than the grease on your fingers from chicken. But it's, oh my, I love who created the ice cream sandwich? Wow. Let's see. Little lesson in life right here. The original ice cream sandwich sold for a penny in 1900 from a push cart in the Bowery neighborhood of New York. Newspapers never identified the name of the vendor in articles that appeared across the country. However, the ice cream sandwiches between milk biscuits became a hit. Soon, push carts popped up around the city and country during the summer months, selling the portable treats. Wow. I love the ice cream sandwich. One of my favorite type of ice creams. It's National Night Out Day. See what this is out. National Night Out Day on the first Tuesday in August promotes police community partnerships in neighborhoods across the country. The event focuses on the community and raises awareness through camaraderie by improving area relationships. The hope is to make our neighborhoods safer. Shining a spotlight on community police programs, National Night Out increases connections between those who serve and their neighborhoods. I like that. Good stuff. Police, community together as one. I feel safer already. Do I still need my teddy bear when I go to bed at night? National Coloring Book Day. I got my teddy bear and a coloring book. It's perfect. I love coloring. I mean, I don't do it anymore, but I really did love coloring growing up as a kid. Shouldn't say I love coloring now. I used to love to color 39 years ago. I really did. I really did enjoy it. I mean, it was tough to keep it between the lines. I wasn't one of those guys that had patience to keep. My dad would always say, "Patience." He was deaf and he was Italian, so he talked deaf Italian. Like, "Pesce! Pesce!" He was an artist, a famous artist. I told you, he had an exhibit in Italy when I was 14. He used to paint all the foreign military, like the U.S. military. They wanted pictures made, portraits made of them and their girlfriend that they met. He made a lot of money, more money for the family than my no-no was making. So he would see I would bring home pictures, I remember, not the specific picture, but I just remember always. He was like, look at patience. He would tell me, like, look, you have to have patience. You shouldn't be coloring outside the lines. My dad he had severe OCD. And I wasn't diagnosed, but I could just tell from the work he did. And just an eye for perfection. You don't find that at all. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we get back, we'll have our interview on. I look forward to talking to Jason and finding out about the Elite Football Alliance. And like I said, if they're looking for a receiver, I'm their guy. Take a quick one. We'll be right back. Woo!
If you or a loved one has a requires care at home, Bridges can help. A consumer-directed home care program allows a friend or a relative to provide the care you need. Bridges is dedicated to building and empowering people to be in charge of their own personal care and their life. For more information, visit www.bridgesrc.org or call 845-624-1366.
Looking for a job that pays well with flexible hours? We have immediate openings for experienced school bus drivers in Rockland County. We also train new drivers. Want to learn more? Call Chestnut Ridge today at 845-356-2200 or visit chestnutridgetransportation.com. Ask about our special sign-on bonus, starting salaries of more than $20 an hour, and 401k plans with matching funds. That's 845-356-2200. Retirees are always welcome.
Running out of faith? Then stop by for a service. Don't forget to tune in to Faith Unscripted, a brand new show dealing with the big questions about God, faith, and you. Hosted by Clarkstown Reformed Church's own Pastor Rich. Every Tuesday at 10 a.m. only on WRCR, AM 1700.
Did you know that the Historical Society of Rockland County has a history show right here on WRCR? Hi, I'm Claire Sheridan from the Historical Society of Rockland County. Join me every third Monday of the month, right after the Jeff and Will Morning Show, when we'll explore and learn about the rich history of Rockland County with different topics and guest speakers every month. That's the third Monday of every month at 9:30 a.m. Sponsored by the Historical Society of Rockland County. Visit our website at rocklandhistory.org to learn more about our events, programs, and membership. That's rocklandhistory.org or call us at 845-634-9629. That's rocklandhistory.org or 845-634-9629.
Oh, I love that tune. Takes me back to, when my sister, she's a few years older than me, she used to go into the clubs in the 70s, and the early 80s in the city, the real clubs, not the fake things that pop up in suburban neighborhoods, but she'd go to the real big-time clubs and always get dolled up. And I just remember that song playing a lot, coming out of her room. Also, Strange Noises, her and her boyfriend, my future brother-in-law, who is now my ex-brother-in-law. All right, it's 4:20. We have our guest on the line. Let's go to Jason Walker. He is the head coach of the Elite Football Alliance. Jason, welcome to the Clem and the PM. This is Peter Clemente, host. How you doing today, buddy?
Clem, good to meet you. Good to meet you. Good to be on. Doing good today.
Every day we're doing good. I feel if we're up and breathing, get the ability to go out and to do something in the world, make a positive impact, it's another great day. So hopefully you share that same sentiment. So I've been talking to your buddy for some time now, James, who we've had on before, prior to COVID. And then COVID came and it shut down operations. Let's backtrack a little bit because we've got new listeners joining us in Clemville every week. And things have probably changed a little bit for you. Let's tell our listening audience about the Elite Football Alliance first of all. What is the EFA?
So the EFA is a semi-pro organization, football organization. consisting of 6 teams, and literally just guys that love the game, guys that are looking to do more within the football world, and guys living out their dreams, living out their past, continuing past success in football, and some guys that are new to football that are looking to begin as adults.
So you have a mix of a guy who could possibly be like a college player, Division III, Division II, whatever it may be. He that's where he ends. He gets his college degree. He got a family now. He's looking to still put the pads on, hit a little bit, because it's not a two-hand touch for flag football league. This is real contact, right?
This is full contact football.
Right. So then you also get a guy, correct me if I'm wrong, who maybe didn't get picked up by a college, and maybe he's playing local, going to a local college, and he figures, hey, if I can jump into some semi-pro football, is there a chance that this guy may get noticed? So is that what you have, a mix of, and everything else in between?
We have a mix of that, everything else in between, and even guys that have went on and played college ball and were studs that wanted to just continue to keep playing. Maybe they didn't make an NFL roster, but want to keep playing with putting the pads on and keep it going. We have a mixture of all those type of guys.
Now, the EFA sounds like a great thing for the guys who, didn't, make it to that next level, the highest level, which many don't. So that doesn't cut them short of talent and desire and drive. But they're not getting paid. Are you guys getting paid anything at all, or is it just for the passion primarily, the love of the game?
It's for the love of the game. It is truly the passion and the guys that love the sport and want to continue playing.
I can understand that. I mean, my knees are shot. I would love to play soccer, run around the field, but I'd be pretty much a goalie at this point, and that's not what I want to do. So my knees they just don't keep up. My one of my ankles is shot, and I'm not crying. I'm just saying that it just limits me. I got to put food on the table for 4 kids. So I got to prioritize. But that aside, so you got guys, 6 teams. Are they all local from New York? Like, what's the radius of the 6 teams?
So you have the 6 teams. There are 2 from, the upstate area. You have some teams from the boroughs, the 5 boroughs, and you have, I believe, 1 now from Long Island. So it's all throughout New York.
All right, so it's all New York teams, so that's good because since there's probably not a lot of money coming in as far as revenue, advertising, stuff like that, you got to keep the costs down. So travel, especially with gas now, I know you guys ain't flying, with gas and whatnot, you want to stay as close as possible. So that's good. So you got 6 teams, all from the New York area, but spread out enough where it's like you got big enough bragging rights for like a territory, for like a huge area. And when you come and play this other team, you're pretty much representing, your area, and they're coming and representing another part of New York, and you get some sort of rivalries. I mean, do you see that I know with COVID, let me backtrack. How long's EFA been around for?
The EFA has been around for, if I'm not mistaken, this would be the 6th year.
All right, and is that counting the 2 years with COVID, or that's just not counting COVID at all?
That is.
Okay, so the 2 years really probably squashed operations. I'm sure you guys didn't play a lot of football during COVID.
Well, the New York Bears did not. We took a 2-year hiatus. The EFA did continue. They also had other teams as well during that time. But the New York Bears did cease operations for the past 2 years due to COVID.
All right, again, we're talking to Jason Walker, who is the head coach of the New York Bears. We are the official station and voice for the New York Boulders, who are a semi-pro baseball league. And actually, one of their pitchers, Warchansky, was recently signed by the majors, and another player was just recently signed by the majors. So, it's a springboard for players who enjoy the game, who have an opportunity to go to the next level. Is there a chance for an EFA player, you think, to make it to the NFL?
I believe so. There's a lot of talent. There's a lot of tryouts that they do go on. There's a lot of players that have been trying out for NFL teams. I do believe that the talent is there. It's all about getting hot at the right time and getting the right person to notice you, and getting to continue to try out. It's definitely possible.
Now, I used to do a show on Sirius Satellite. It was a mixed martial arts show. It was actually the first MMA show heard on radio. And through that show, I was offered a little piece of a partnership in TKO Agents, which was an agency representing different level athletes and entertainers. And I was fortunate enough to go to an event not too far away, held at some sporting complex, where teams sent their scouts, and this place held a pretty much open tryout for guys who weren't invited to, like, participate in tryouts and whatnot, or who weren't drafted. And we represented one guy who probably played in a league like this, in the EFA or something. I know he played in some sort of league. He was a decent college player, just didn't go, didn't get any, notice from the NFL. Played ball somewhere else in Canada. It wasn't with the CFL, but it was like, again, some sort of league in Canada. Came back, and then we ended up representing him, and he actually got a lot of notice by the Green Bay Packers. There was interest, and they ended up, allotting him another opportunity to train. And sadly, it didn't work out for Green Bay, but he did have that experience, and that was on his resume. But so it really is the talent. So you're as the coach, you're saying, I'm sure you watch, ball. You've been around ball your whole life. You're looking at the NFL. You're saying you think there's someone out there who has the talent, but just doesn't have the representation, isn't showcased, doesn't have the ability to put himself in front of, maybe a talent scout or someone like that. But the talent is there. So if I, as a father of 4, want to take my family out, I know I'm going to be watching some good football out there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And, that's one thing that I can say confidently, that especially in this league, you got some ball players, and these guys are putting it on the line each and every single weekend. Saturdays are typically game days for all the teams, and you see some good football, including with the New York Bears. I know we'll go into that a little bit, but we definitely got some talented ball players. So when you guys come out to check us out, and again, we'll get into that, you're going to see some hard-hitting football. You're going to see some talented guys, and it's going to emulate guys that you will say belong in the NFL for sure.
All right. So Jason, where do we get tickets? I mean, or do we just show up at an event? How do we find out more about the EFA, the scheduling, and attending one of these games? I'm going away. I told James when I get back, I'm heading over to New Rochelle for 3 reasons. One is I'm going to watch the game. 2, there's great pizza over there, and my aunt lives over there, right on Harding Drive off Main Street. So I'm definitely going to check it out. Where can we find out more information on the EFA?
So for the EFA, we do have the EliteFootballAlliance.com, where you can find out some information on the EFA. As for the New York Bears, we're in action on Saturday. We have our first home game of the season. It'll be right there in Rockland County at Joseph T. St. Lawrence Sports Complex. And our game is at 6 p.m. You can walk right up to the complex and get your tickets right then and there. And our kickoff is at 6 p.m. as we play, as you mentioned, one of our rivals. I'm going back pre-COVID, the New York Legion. So that game is set to kick off at 6 p.m. at the Joseph T. St. Lawrence Sports Complex at 6 p.m. on Saturday. This Saturday coming up.
Perfect. And that's a nice, easy drive right off the New York State Thruway. So anybody can attend that. People from Bergen, Westchester, even Orange County. Quick drive up the Thruway, off the Thruway, and right there. So that's Saturday night at 6 o'clock, your first home game of the season. Now, as the coach, and first let's backtrack again with you personally. How did you get into coaching? Is this your first opportunity as a coach, or do you have prior experience? I would assume you've got to have a little bit of prior experience.
So, yeah, I actually was the actual quarterback for the New York Bears prior to COVID. And I began my transition a little bit before then as the offensive coordinator for the New York Bears. And then this year is actually my first year as the full-time head coach of the New York Bears. So yeah, it was a bit of a transition from player into coach, and now I'm the head coach. That's a little bit of my background. But yeah, we just had our first game this past Saturday. That was actually my first game as the actual head coach, and we actually fared well. We did come out on top. We played against the defending champions this past Saturday in the Brooklyn Pharaohs, and we dropped that game towards the end. It was 26-12. The final score was, but you know what? We put the whole entire league on notice, a team coming back from 2 years off, to come back and put up a fight, a dog fight that was 12-12 going into the fourth quarter against the last year's champions. So, we got a lot of positive feedback on that. And, obviously as the head coach, I go back to the drawing board and look up where we need to fix certain things, fine-tune certain things, and we're also working on becoming a team. So, all of this plays into being a first-time head coach. But definitely an amazing experience, and I'm looking to continue that experience and get our first W this weekend.
Good. I wish you luck. Now, you sound like a young guy. Do you have a family?
I do. I have a fiance and 3 kids.
A fiance and 3 kids. Okay, so you're a busy man. Now, I'm a father, a married father with 4 kids. And I coach, my daughter's softball. I have 3 daughters. My 10-year-old daughter's softball team this year. I take that stuff, serious as all hell. Really, I'm scouting out other teams. I'm watching other teams practice because I want to learn all the tips I can. I'm watching, like I said, opposition for when we play. And I believe me, we're having fun. It's about fun. It's no doubt about that. But I take it serious. I've got to assume that as a first-year coach, you are really prioritizing your opportunity and putting in as much time as you can, probably more than your fiance would like. But, the game of football, you've heard all the great coaches. You got to eat, sleep, and breathe that stuff. So, are you addicted to the job and putting in as many hours as a professional coach would?
So for me, Saturdays are easy. It's preparation that is the difficult part, and that is what I spend. I literally just finished watching our game film from this Saturday for the 4th time, just now before I got on this call. So this is life. This is my life. I'm always game planning, whether I'm sitting at the dinner table or if I'm watching TV. I am always looking to get better. I'm always looking for different tricks, different aspects as to how we can get better as a football team. And yeah, just like you said, eat, breathe, sleep it. I love this game. So there's nothing that excites me more other than preparing for Saturday and literally showing the team, showing our opposition exactly what work has been put on during the week and showing it off on Saturday.
Good. Again, talking to Jason Walker, head coach of the New York Bears. Now, what's your uniform look like? Do you have the typical, bear on the uniform or helmet look, or what's going on with it?
We do have our bear logo on the helmet. We do have new uniforms this year. We debuted our white uniforms with the gold on the top of your sleeves, on the shoulders. This week, I believe, because we're at home, I'm pretty confident. We'll be in our all black as we are doing a memorial at the game for one of our fallen former players. So it will be the home game will be an event for that as well, and a memorial as well. But we debuted our white jerseys. We will be debuting our black jerseys this coming Saturday. We'll be in all black this Saturday.
Good. All right, my friend. Listen, man, I'm glad you came on. You talked a little bit of football. Now, before I let you go, tell us some of the stars that we could look forward to seeing on the New York Bears. I'm definitely coming to a game. I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to introduce myself, tell you I was the guy that you talked to on the radio. Who should I be looking out for when I come to the game? Who do I got my eye on both sides of the ball?
Well, that's hard to answer, honestly, Clem. That's very hard to answer. We have some ball players. If I have to point out one on each side of the ball, I have to start with our general on offense, number 14, Juan Rodriguez. He's our quarterback, our leader, and he is a phenomenal ball player. you will know who he is when you see him throwing that touchdown, that 50-yard touchdown, and celebrating with his team. On the defensive side of the ball, we got some animals. We got some really, really good animals on that side of the ball, and I mean that respectfully. And, you know, the one person I have to point out is probably the biggest guy that you will see on the field, and that's number 54, Gerard Revenge. He makes his known. You will see him, like I said, on the defensive side of the ball. He's the biggest guy over there, and he will make an impression on everyone. So those are the two that stand out to me. But like I said, the entire team is full of talent, and you're going to see multiple people making plays, showing off, and putting on a great show for everyone that shows up to these games.
I look forward to it. Now, you guys got any swag? I mean, like, I don't want to come with a Chicago Bears sweatshirt, you know, but I might have to. I mean, at least, you know, feel part of the team. At least I got a bear or something. But you got New York Bears swag yet?
We got some T-shirts that we can give you. I'm in the process of working on, you know, events where we do giveaways, things of that nature. But they will be at our home game. So for all the swag, you gotta come. You gotta come and check us out. And I will keep that as far as it goes when it comes to the surprises that we have at our home events. Because I don't call them games, I call them events.
Okay, listen, again, one more time. For the New York Bears, where do we find out more info about them? What's the website?
So for the EFA, it's the EliteFootballAlliance.com.
Yep.
If you're looking for the New York Bears, you can reach out on Facebook, New York Bears Semi-Pro. That is actually a direct link to our LLC page, and you can find out all the information there. It's also posted all on social media, so if you want to follow us, it's New York Bears Semi-Pro, and we will get all that information out to anyone who asks, and you also will see game day flyers for our games, representation from our league, and all that good stuff you can find right on there, New York Bears Semi-Pro.
Last thing before I let you go, how could you try out for a team? Like, when are tryouts held?
So tryouts are normally held in April, so obviously since the season started. But we're always looking for people that are interested. Guys can actually still join. Even though the season has started, they would just be working their way from the bottom of the roster. In order to, you can actually reach out to me via Facebook Messenger, Jason Walker, and I can give anybody that is interested more information on how to join, how to register, and things of that nature if you're interested, and get any information that you may need. Again, my name, the head coach, Jason Walker. You can message me on Facebook, and yes, you will get all that information that you look for.
Awesome, man. I wish you guys luck this Saturday. I got a gut feeling you're going to put up a W. You're going to have yourself an illustrious coaching career. And for you, I mean, is coaching something that you're looking to pursue, and this is like a stepping stone? Because I would think with coaching, it'll probably be easier to get to the next level than as a player. You know what I'm saying? So are you looking to maybe, you know, work, you know, your way up and get a championship with the Bears and use that on the resume to get into a college and then, you know, take it from there?
Absolutely. That is my dream. My overall dream is to springboard this. I also want to, you know, get into high school coaching. I'm actually ready to do so right now. And eventually my overall goal, I love the college game. I really do. So that's my overall personal goal, is to be a D1 head coach.
Right. If you could go to one school, if you could get that letter from one school asking you to be a coach, which would it be?
Kind of far-fetched, but I got to go with my favorite college football team, the University of Michigan. I have to
Go blue.
I'm not gonna unseat Jim Harbaugh, though. I'm not.
No. You got a long way to go before you although he almost unseated himself if he, if he didn't change things up. So he'll be around for a little bit longer, and that'll give you some time to polish up your game. Jason Walker, I want to thank you for coming on to the Clem and the PM, joining us in Clemville, sharing your story, your passion for football. Head coach of the New York Bears. You can see them this Saturday night at the Joseph St. Lawrence Center up there. A lot of events going on up there. We're very familiar with that. This station promotes a lot of events that are held up there. So, I like I said, I'm going to see you probably in New Rochelle or at the center. When I get back, I'll go on. When I'm on vacation, I'll go online I'm going to join the Facebook page now, and I'll check out when your games are. But I will surprise you, Jason. Again, thank you. Have a great evening. Good luck on Saturday, and more importantly, all the best to you and your family.
Clem, thank you for having me on. Go Bears.
Go Bears, baby! All hail the Bears! Woo! We'll take a quick break. We'll be back to wrap it up here on the Clem and the PM.
If you're looking for a quality education, Dominican College offers the benefits of a broad-based liberal arts education while developing the skills you'll need to advance your career through a variety of graduate and undergraduate degree programs. And because Dominican College is just a short drive to New York City, you'll enjoy easy access to all the outstanding cultural and educational resources of the city. For more info, call 866-4DC-INFO or visit dc.edu. That's dc.edu. Dominican College, Orangeburg, New York. Achievement every day.
Medicare can be confusing. Piles of mail, all those TV advertisements, it's overwhelming. Not anymore. Emerald's Medicare is here to help guide you through all of your Medicare needs. Whether you're turning 65 or getting ready to retire, Mark Brownstein and his team are dedicated to providing quality assistance for anyone seeking Medicare insight. With offices in Nyack and Stony Point, Emerald's Medicare is local, caring, friendly, and knowledgeable. Call Mark Brownstein for a free consultation at 845-358-1220 or visit www.emeraldsmedicare.com to sign up for one of his free monthly educational webinars. That's 845-358-1220. Call today.
Buying a home is one of the largest investments you'll ever make in a lifetime. Not sure how much money to put down, what budget to set for buying a home, how to pre-qualify for your mortgage. Join Ann Zeilengold every Thursday at 7:15 a.m. on Mortgage Matters, where Ann will answer your questions and give you tips about the mortgage process. Ann Zeilengold is Vice President of FM Home Loans and has over 27 years' experience specializing in residential mortgages. Don't miss the show every Thursday morning at 7:15 right here on WRCR AM 1700, Radio Unscripted, and WRCR.com. Visit Ann at her website, annzeilengold.com, or call 354-9700. That's 354-9700.
Greetings. Are you 55 years of age or older and spend your time being bored at home, watching Family Feud, and planning your next doctor's visits? All that stops now. The Foster Grandparents Program with Head Start of Rockland is recruiting income-eligible adults to serve as mentors and tutors for children in our community that need your help. We currently serve children ages 2 to middle school aged in schools and Head Starts all throughout Rockland County. Never worked with children before? Well, don't you worry. Every month we offer training to our volunteers. In addition, there are other benefits like free meals, transportation, and an hourly tax-free stipend. That's right, tax-free. Foster grandparents also participate in fun events like trips to the movies, restaurants, dinner theaters, and much more. All expenses paid by us. What are you waiting for? Stop hesitating and call us now. 845-429-4122. Again, that's 845-429-4122.
Yeah, okay.
That was not Simply Red. That was Chris de Burgh.
Got to get back in Studio 69 here. Want to say something about West Rock? They are rejoining. They're re-upping their commitment, and we always love to hear that. And when we hear that they've gotten value from their original obligation or commitment, their obligation to us, ours to them. So spending money is not an easy thing, especially when you're relying on someone else to bring you potentially money or, recognition, some sort of be put in a spotlight. And as a small business owner, I know what it's like to put money out there, hope for some sort of return. I've been burned many times over the years by crappy investments, and some that have paid off dramatically, like I was speaking about the Clipper the other day. Very good investment. So I was pleased to hear from, West Rock that they will re-up. It's just a point of what package they will take. And if you want to talk about packages, I'd like to discuss packages with you. And you can reach me at pete@wrcr.com, of course. Send an email. Call me on my cell phone, 845-664-0142, 845-664-0142. We can do a little setup, talk about the possibilities. You want to talk about endless possibilities for advertising. You put your name in a magazine, guess what? Your name's in a magazine. There's only so much you can do. You want to go black and white color? Only so much. You want to do a mailer? Guess what? What you want? Yeah, I'd like a jet to deliver it, not the post office. Can I pay more for a pigeon to personally deliver it? No, it doesn't work like that. You pay for post office and they mail it and you got a mailer. That's it. The radio, I'm telling you right now, you want to talk about outside the box. We created the box, all right? That's why we're outside of it. Thinking here is different than other places. We're not just going to give you some cookie cutter advertisement. No, that's what I'm saying. That's what you hear. That's why West Rock, Brian's Painting, all hail Brian's Painting. Brian Briscoe will be on the show. We'll be talking to him. We do have the author of a mental health book. God, what was the name of that book? I can't even. Oh, my God. Family Illness. The book, that's right. I was like stuck. The book is called Family Illness. We're going to have Evan Weckman on, who, by the way, is a Rockland County resident. He'll be talking about living with OCD, how it affected the family, his book, and all that good stuff. Confirming, I believe we have him. Let's see. When is it? Is it Wednesday? I believe it's Wednesday or Thursday. It doesn't matter. You'll be here anyway. Where else are you going to be from 3 to 5 during the week? Huh? I mean, let's be honest. Where else would you be except in Clemville, if in fact you know what's good for you? The radiotherapy. Right about now, you're feeling as if, you're like on cloud 9. It's like you've got like an endless whippet sensation. It's like wah, 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 wah. You're feeling great. I know. That's what we do here. And the best part is we don't charge for it. The advertisers pay the costs. Okay? So, Kev, what's on the rest of the agenda for your evening?
I'm going to post my episode, get you your copy of this episode, and pay attention to the trade deadline. Supposedly, the Yankees are fielding offers for Gleyber Torres, which I think is interesting.
Now, he's not on the team right now, right? They dropped him down?
No, Glaber's been the starting second baseman for most of the year.
Who was the guy they sent down?
He's not in the lineup tonight, which makes it even more interesting.
Wow.
So we'll see what happens with that.
All right, so anyway, Evan Weckman, Thursday, 4:20, we'll have him on. Wow, Glaber Torres. All right, so who would be filling for him at second if they got rid of him?
DJ LeMahieu.
DJ LeMahieu. All right. The Yankees making moves, Padres making moves, and the Mets. Wow, we got a little over an hour, just about an hour left of the trade deadline. I'm waiting I need a big splash. Like I want to be like like someone sitting poolside. Some fat guy jumps in, does a cannonball. I'm talking that type of splash. That's what I want. I was soaking everybody in like the 40-foot surrounding area. I need that type of splash done by 6 o'clock. Or, I'm not going to say I'm not a happy Mets fan, but, it's like at least we got DeGrom on the mound tonight. The DeGrominator. Scherzer, nice win yesterday. I mean, was he on the top of his game? No, but he doesn't have to be to get the win. Mets scored some runs for him. Tonight, DeGrom back with a light national squad. We should be able to take it, and he should be able to do it in a commanding way. Don't throw 197 miles an hour, Jake. Take it easy, please. All right, we're just about at the finish line. I could see it. I could see the finish line. I love watching, like, sometimes a video pops up of a race, and it's like someone's running, and like, they just can't. They just got nothing left in them, and then someone else would have clearly finished second, but they grab this person and they help them cross the finish line. I've seen several of those videos. It's all about humanity. So as I see this finish line in the distance, taking you into your Tuesday night here on WRCR, the world-renowned Clem Radio Network, I wish you all a pleasant evening, an evening filled with happiness. Maybe rest, relaxation. Maybe it's time for a movie. It is time to stuff my face with something somewhat healthy. Got to lose another 10 pounds before Friday, please, Lord, because I'm going to my mouth is not going to close for 9 days. Just going to be an open mouth everywhere, eating everything in sight, drinking, eating everything. I don't care. I'll have 10 of those, 15 of those. Let me get 18 lobster tails, please. That's what you do on a cruise. Believe me, I'm getting my money back. You know what a family of 6 cruise costs? I'm eating every last penny's worth. They're going to, sir, we're going to have to ask you to stop, please. There's only so much food on this cruise ship, and you seem to be eating it all. You're damn right. I'm coming strong, believe me. Woo! I could see the line at the buffet. Me just waiting with 4 plates. I come with 4 plates. I got one on this hand, one on this hand. I got one on my forearm, another one on the forearm. I tried the last cruise to juggle one on my nose. It didn't work so well, so I'm just going to come with my standard 4 plates. That's what I do. All righty, and I will say again that I thank Jason Walker for joining us, talking about the New York Bears of the Elite Football Alliance. For those of you who've got the passion in you, want to play some ball, reach out to Jason. You can reach him on social media. Also, reach out to me and I can put you in touch with him. The New York Bears are a local team that play ball. Get together. The guys get together and they hit. You know what I meant to ask him? Any girls playing? Any girls involved? Because, in this day and age, I'm gonna say I doubt it, not just because I'm a male chauvinist, because I am not, but just because I don't think there is. But I mean, I'm curious if there are, because there could be. I mean, there could be a kicker, wide. I doubt there's a tackle or a line female, but you never know, right? In this day and age, I'm leaving you. Thursday night, I'll see Stevie Wonder. We're going to the American Legion, I think, or the Elks. We're going to the Elks. All right, now, he's talking to me about, $3 beers at the Elks. Me, I'm not a Coors Light drinker, so I don't know if the Elks has like an extensive, drink list or whatnot, or it's just like here, you get Coors Light, Miller Light, Bud Light, or just, good night. So we're going to try out the Elks, see how it goes. I'll let you know Friday. Oh, I won't be here Friday. That's my going away gift, hanging out with Steve Thursday night. Talking, drinking, having a good old time. But there's time before that. There's Wednesday, Hump Day tomorrow. Join us at 3. All the love and adios, Clemigos!